Hey everybody, it's Chris here with Off-Road Farm. Right now, I'm working on trying to replace these rusty floor pans. So here I've got the floor pans cut out. Also had to take out the kick well there. Rockers out. Got this B-pillar cut out where it was all rusted. And the rear rocker was a little rusted too, so I just went in and took it out. I haven't really made any videos of me taking it out because drilling out spot welds is just not really exciting to watch. It's even more fun to do in person. But we got it ready to go. I've got the new floor pans and rockers right over here. Got everything almost completely prepped. Got all my holes drilled for spot welds. Weld through primer on. The rear rocker, I couldn't find where you could order one, so I had to make one. I ordered an extra front rocker, and then I had to cut it here because it was too long, and then weld it back together so I could have this curve in there, and then it was too short. It only reached like half of the B-pillar brackets, so then I had to add this piece on here. The welds look pretty awful, but I'm fine. It's just a rocker. I was doing the best I could with some 35 thousandths wire. I do have the kick panel in. I've got this inner rocker mostly welded up, and now I'm getting ready to drop in the floor pan and see how that goes. Also back here by this B-pillar where it was pretty much completely gone, I've got a piece that I made and put back in there. It doesn't look great, but all I'm looking for is function. So as far as actual sanders, I've just been using an angle grinder with a 40 grit zirconia disc on it, just to go ahead and take off most of the material, get it close to the base sheet, and then after that I switch out to just an angle die grinder. It just has one of these roll lock pads on it that I can switch out, have a little bit finer control with this. I can take it off a little bit slower and just do a better job of getting it pretty smooth. Once again, I'm just looking for function. So here's the floor pan in. I've got most of the stitch welds done, but I still have a lot of these plug welds to go. Sorry about the rain. It's making it a little noisy. So just gonna try to go ahead and get those plug welds done before I start trying to grind everything down smooth. Alright, we finally got most of the plug welds done. I just have those two right there. I need somebody to help hold. There's a bracket behind there that I have to push up so I can weld those. But everything's pretty much done. I had to make a little piece to go in this corner where it didn't quite fit. Some of the plug welds look really good, and then the next one will just blow out, but it's my first time ever welding something quite this thin. But it'll hold up. Now I just need to work on that next. Now that we have everything welded in, I'm just going to smooth out some of these spot welds down here on the bottom on the sill. Because my B-pillar is loose, because it was pretty much rusted out, I'm going to have to rehang this door and try to get all my gaps close enough that it'll shut and work correctly. I'm worried about, I took measurements on the height, but it didn't dawn on me to take a measurement from the inside span. So because of that, I'm just gonna have to try to rehang that door and see if I can get that pretty close before I try to go ahead and tack weld that in. So I had to rehang my fender and my door so I could get this B-pillar in the right place. And now I'm welding in this rocker here for the back. I have it spotted up front, then had to push it around a little bit to get it to fit just well enough. Then I've got my piece that goes in here, and then it'll be time for the outer rocker. Now I'm going to try to get this little piece tacked in place. So we finally got most of this passenger side done. Inner rocker's in. Replaced both of these pieces that were rusted out. I still haven't attached my B-pillar yet. Front's all welded up. I've got the back ground down. The front I've just barely started. Every time I try to grind, oh hey buddy, that stuff catches on fire. So I've got to figure out a way to block my sparks from going up there. But so far, everything looks good. Just need to get this attached, do my outer rocker, and then turn around and cut most of it out to put some rock rails on.